This is the Ramseys giving an interview to CNN on January 1, 1997. The interview took place just days after the murder of JonBenet. This interview with CNN demonstrates an important insight into the Ramseys' strategy. The Ramseys understood that their status in the court of public opinion was just as important, if not more, than their status with the Boulder PD. The Ramseys would not give an official police interview until April 30, 1997, 4 months after the murder. To navigate the media minefield, the Ramseys assembled what became known by the moniker, Team Ramsey. Team Ramsey is now an umbrella term for the group of attorneys, public relations personnel, investigators, and journalists who have an interest of any kind in defending the Ramseys. Team Ramsey was born out of the Ramseys' need for spin control. In reality, Team Ramsey functions like a propaganda wing. Here at True Crime Oracle, we believe that the public has been thoroughly misled regarding the JonBenet Ramsey case. John Ramsey has managed to create a media blackout regarding any theories that accuse him of being guilty. The threat of litigation from Team Ramsey's legal team is the primary deterrent that inhibits the media from investigating the case critically. And although the Ramseys are very litigious, they have no problem putting forth other people as suspects. The American television network, CBS, aired a special that entertained the theory that Burke Ramsey was responsible for the death of JonBenet. Burke sued CBS for $750 million. The suit was settled out of court for an undisclosed amount. In previous content, we have compared this case with the O.J. Simpson case. Consider all of the media from the last 2 decades that has identified Simpson as the murderer of Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman. Regardless of the evidence, the fact is that Simpson was acquitted of that crime in a court of law. So how does Simpson not have the right to sue every media company who has ever entertained the idea that he is guilty? The answer is because Simpson lost in the court of public opinion, even though he won in actual court. John Ramsey was indicted but did not go to trial. The question of his guilt is completely unanswered in the court of law. But as of now, John Ramsey has been able to win in the court of public opinion. One thing is for sure. The justice system failed in both the Ramsey and Simpson cases. No one will, most likely, ever be charged with the murder of JonBenet. At present, Team Ramsey has successfully obfuscated most of the important evidence in the case. This leaves the impression that the evidence is convoluted, or can be interpreted in many ways. In turn, this creates a misleading veneer of reasonable doubt in John Ramsey's guilt. The evidence of the initial crime points a massive arrow at John Ramsey. If Patsy was involved at all, the evidence suggests it was probably after the fact. In conclusion, a Team Ramsey commentator recently made this declaration on a podcast, quote, "Those who say John did it, have nothing. If you think John did it, you got nothing." This is a perfect example of the intellectual dishonesty that always accompanies a Team Ramsey propaganda piece. Really? There is no evidence that John Ramsey is guilty. If I could laugh, I would.